Nobody. Nobody. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in again to our shit. It's what we do. It's what we like to do. We like to have fun here. But we are getting back into my main game. For those that have been kind of following and we were part of our previous of this particular game, it's just picking up where we left off. Our fan favorite Jackson Ford has found himself on the wrong side of the law for blatantly murdering somebody in the face of a police officer. Now, previous to them being in this bigger city, Brus is where they are currently, they could kind of do whatever they wanted in Reddington because there was all of 3 cops. So the law enforcement was a bit scarce at best, but normally there wasn't a whole lot of trouble, so it wasn't that big of an issue. So this is their first interactions in the big city, and it did not turn out well for Jackson mainly, but Daedalus has also been caught up in this legal binding. So we will see if Jackson gets put away forever, if Daedalus gets out, if either one of them get out. We will see coming up. So, stay with us. We'll see what's going on. But with that being said, I will bring...
to jail.
Huh?
Everybody goes to jail. That's the next episode.
Everyone. New characters. Everyone's in jail. Actually, same characters. You lose all your abilities. You got to break out of jail.
I'm down.
Hashtag prison break.
All right, we will bring you guys... I wonder if this does
Hey, Randy, you're not muted in Roll20.
Am I not?
Nope.
Oh, I absolutely am not.
Okay, well, I have had all of that muted, so I didn't know.
Yeah, I have it muted too, but for some reason it unmuted itself. So
Yeah,
I just
for some
heard
reason
Randy.
It's trying to broadcast my voice and shit again.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Just for those at home, this is Brus. This is the city that they're actually in. Oh, Randy moved to Brus.
Yes, sir.
All right. But yeah, this is the city that they had recently, caught a cruise liner and ended up in. Have their own things going on, trying to do things, little things, getting stuff situated. But yeah, that is Brus. That's where they currently are, and that's where they won't stop breaking the law, asshole.
Hi.
All right. Scene of the crime. All right. Before I moved over to streets, Randy, the one where they actually did the thing. I wonder if this is how it's supposed to be. Is it all dark for everyone else?
Yeah.
I had a feeling. Son of a bitch. Give me a second. I was messing with some settings and it did not work how it was supposed to. I was very let down. All right, so we'll remove this.
I hope you can recover
Wrap off.
emotionally.
Oh, I can. Don't you worry.
Okay.
How about now?
Yep.
Good? Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to get some stuff situated because with us having access to a little bit of coding, actual coding from Roll20, yeah, it didn't help. Still didn't get it fixed. Anyway, scene of the crime. I don't know I know Skylar kind of got away. You would have probably gotten a call moments after you left the scene that your 2 comrades have been apprehended by local law enforcement. And this is actually Nuts who contacts you guys. You guys haven't had too much direct communication with him because you haven't needed it. But now you're in the big city. Your faces are slowly being associated with the Adomo family. For those who don't know, for a little bit of brief, I mean, all of you guys would know because you're part of the family. But Nuts, that's a character I had before, but he's also the what's the term for it? I guess general of the Adomo's military. He kind of flakes off and does his own thing for the most part. But whenever he's been told by the current leader of Adomo, that he wants special interest taken with certain groups, i.e. Jackson.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I mean, I just threw a rager on a cruise liner and, I don't know, murdered a guy in plain day in the streets.
I mean, I don't see how that's that big of a deal. But,
It's murder. It's murder.
Murder isn't
normal
that
to me.
bad. It's not the worst thing that you could do.
It's certainly not the best.
Okay, that's fair. It's not the best, but it's really not the worst.
But yes, this is scene of the crime. What would you be doing, Skylar, since the other 2 are currently detained?
Carl, that kills people.
Oh.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm wrong here.
Hmm. I would probably try to go to some type of compound Adomo would have within the city, because this is a place I definitely don't need to be around, and need to figure out what we're doing next, I guess.
Okay. So just kind of getting in the background and trying to see what Adomo wants you to do.
Yeah, I guess so. I just pretty much want to get off the scene because
Well, you were kind of already off the scene before the murders happened, so you're good.
Okay.
So that there's no hard feelings there, Daedalus. The one that you were chasing down was also detained.
Oh, I think you had
did
already
not
said that
manage to
before.
kill
So I'm
him.
good.
Huh?
I think you'd already said that before, but I'm good.
Okay, I wasn't sure, but yeah, the goblin that you were chasing down was also detained. All right, so you're gonna check back in. I'll get back to that in just a second. The two that got detained, you guys, after a bit of a chase, were found, and your token's not working? What do you mean? What
like
do
I
you mean?
redid my token, and for some reason it keeps showing up as something like from.
All right, drag it off of your character sheet real quick. I should be able to fix it.
Okay. Damn it.
Okay, it's up here. I see it. You can't manipulate that token.
No, I have it set as something different, but it just keeps popping up. Looks like the dude from Shadows of Empire.
Oh, that's something I'm gonna have to fix.
Yeah,
So,
don't worry.
Over here trying to play a Star Wars RPG.
so the one on your character sheet's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. You can put that on there so that I can see it on your character sheet, and I can pull the token image from there. Give me a second.
Okay. Gotcha.
You want it to look like the ones you have on there, so I gotta actually open it up, save that, and then save it in as save image as scatter. Save.
Yeah, whenever I logged in, I didn't even see that I had a token, so I just made another one today. And
Yeah,
apparently-
you have to have GM to get the privileges for that.
Understood.
I'll put that real quick, and we will get you situated because it might come up sooner than later.
Okay.
So it is a bit of a pressing matter. Put that there. Edit. Remove. Yes. Select and see. Nope. There's so many names on here. Okay, don't need to show them. Yeah, fuck it. Put on there. So changes. Sorry, guys. Give me another brief moment here. It's usually pretty fluid. I've gotten the hang of it a little bit better as things have gone on, and I'm like 2 clicks away from finishing this up. Sorry, but yeah, that's going to be needed. So figure out how to address that sooner than later. All right, you should be good now.
Okay.
I'll delete this one and you just drag one off and see if it's working. But so you're staying away from the scene. You guys get detained. All of your effects are removed. They took special precautions with you, Daedalus. They knew what you were doing, and they have this collar. It's like a half collar, more like a torque. It's open to the very front, but it's not open enough for you to just pull it off. It's kind of holding a bit of pressure, not like a point, but it's not rounded. It's not sharp, but it's like a point, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kind of right at your jugulars. And every time you kind of feel like you're manipulating a power point to any capacity, you get this light little jolt in your neck.
Oh, it's a taser. Sweet.
Yeah, and you're pretty sure if you actually manifest anything, you might be going night night. But it's you have cuffs on as well. For yours, they're actually like full hand, like this is where your hands are, and it's like cup over your hands. Jackson's got regular cuffs. But you will probably have seen them whenever they put the collar on because you weren't unconscious or anything like that. But there's also a bit of metal that kind of goes up the back to about midway up the skull. So it kind of wraps sides of the neck into like a rounded on the back of your skull.
You got anything covering my horns?
No, it's not covering the horns. They know that they can be uncomfortable for certain people of certain races, depending on it. That's why it literally just hits neck to the middle of the back and then just goes straight up. They have options for those who have like fins and shit, for the aquatic types, if you will. But that's what they've got on you right now. Nothing's covering your horns. So yes, technically, if you needed to,
Right?
you could cover
That's why I'm
motherfucker.
that's all I need to know.
I mean, that's how you survive prison. You find the biggest motherfucker and you put him down, right?
Exactly. I got 2 horns, so I can gore twice as an attack, right? That's 2d6.
But yeah, that's how they managed your psychic aptitudes. Yours, Jackson, is more of like it's like waist chain. It's got like your hands and then waist chain and then to your feet as well. Because they know that you're, they can just look at you and know that you destroyed a man with a hammer and know that you're kind of a sturdy individual.
Yeah.
So they've got you detained in that fashion. You guys are in cells next to each other. I don't imagine combat will ensue, but I can come up with a little map if you want it. But you guys are in cells next to each other. If you guys want to discuss things that are going on.
Somebody play Riot by 3 Days Grace. We're about to start this off.
Start a whole prison fight.
Right? The whole fucking that could be bad. That could be
For
really
the
bad.
biggest, meanest dwarf and call him a bitch.
There you
Now,
go.
what you do is you play Beat It, and you see if you can get the prisoners to break into a dance number.
But it has to start with snaps before you get into it.
Exactly.
What the fuck is this? West Side Story?
Yes, absolutely.
Listen, you
Fuck
manageable
this. Somebody give
motherfucker,
me-
if it works, don't complain.
Right, right.
You know what? Hold on. Give me a second.
Damn
Let me
it!
pull my character.
I don't want to know what you're doing right now.
Oh, I'm gonna try and convince everybody to
Oh
start
my
doing
God.
West Side Story.
All right.
Do like performance or
Persuasion?
persuasion? Okay.
Persuasion.
Start doing the snaps. Try and get them into. Try and get them into it.
It's really hard for you to snap, so I imagine you're kind of like just smashing your cuffs on your horns to the beat.
You know what? You know what? I'm getting my horns and like clicking them against my manacles.
There we go. There we go. Because you don't have full access to your fingers. You don't actually feel them. You know they're there, but you can't feel them.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not like,
tapping my manacles against my.
Okay, so 15's not terrible. I'm actually gonna have to roll against it. See what happens here.
Jackson, are you snapping too? You getting into it?
Of course.
Of course,
Wait, doesn't that mean he can assist with this?
he does actually. So if you want to roll advantage, what the fuck?
Oh.
Does Randy understand the game?
Randy's always understood the game. He just never wants to fucking admit it. That's not gonna do any better, but still.
Okay, so no, you'll stick with the first roll. I'm gonna see if this works. It did not work. Okay.
I tried.
I mean, I was kind of hoping to get at least a few people around the cell block to just start going with it. Maybe get our cellies going.
And Mooney, while I do appreciate the vote of confidence, don't give me more credit than I deserve. That was a 1 in a million shot. I did not know if that was going to work.
All right. Well, I don't know where the setting is, so I can look for my rolls because I know I need to. Holy fuck!
Ah,
There's only 3 other people in there with you guys, but they're like, "Fuck it, I got nothing else to do." They start snapping along with you. One of them. Let me see how well he does with it.
we're starting with Jailhouse Rock.
Oh, he's actually really good. He's got some jazz hands going. He's already kind of doing the hunched over, snapping, walking towards the front of his cell. Like he's seen this before. He knows this show.
That's unfortunate for him.
Are there any guards around?
Kinda. You're not so much in an actual prison as much as you are in detainment cells right now.
Okay.
So it's actually inside of. I don't know if you've ever actually been arrested. I've only once. Sorry, Randy. it's pretty
Oh
much.
my!
We were in a holding area, and there's a bench, and then there's a bunch of like office desks. That's what's kind of you guys are looking at right now. Like there's a couple, like you're just outside of their desk area, but there are a few police going in and out doing their job, not committing to your West Side Story silliness. But yeah, there are a few that are kind of just looking at you guys like you guys must really be bored. So, they kind of let you go at it. They don't see it as malicious yet. So you are good so far. But is there anything being discussed, or are we just sticking with this West Side Story nonsense for right now?
I'm just sticking with the West Side Story nonsense.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't know if you guys were going to try to muster a defense, discuss things amongst yourselves to, not stay locked up.
I mean,
I am literally just vibing.
Okay.
hey Jackson, so what are the chances we're getting out of here, bud?
Oh, you're trying to get out?
Not. What are the chances we're
Like
gonna
now?
get let go?
Let go? Like in what manner? Because there's a lot of ways you can let go. If you want to get the express route, we can always like
legally freed.
I got bad news for you.
I got
Did you
sorry.
ice that dude? Jackson, did you ice that guy?
Absolutely. I gave him the Stone Cold Stunner.
Did you do it in front of the cop?
Absolutely.
The cop needed to see it.
Did you give him?
I have this thing. It's called artistic integrity. So if there isn't an audience, how would they know?
Dude, that's not artistic integrity. You went bam bam on some dude's skull.
And I made him into an ice sculpture in the process. Artistic integrity. Look
And
it
then
up.
you broke said ice sculpture.
That's a part of the performance. Have you ever seen of the myth comedian Gallagher? He did that stuff with Water Malones all the time.
Watermelon. Yes.
You know what, you know what, Jackson? I can't fault you there. You're right. You are absolutely right.
Exactly.
Jackson, you are. Oh my. Jackson, you are by far the smartest man I know.
Right?
I am the smartest man that I know, and I am surrounded by people that do not appreciate my art.
Boy, he believes my fucking lie.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's going to talk him up, of course you're going to believe it. All right. Hang on. Let me put this
Just
on
chilling.
the map layer.
Just vibing.
Just vibing. That is what Jackson does. He's
What
just
are
vibing.
the walls made of in my cell?
Stone. Randy, if you want, for the sake of everything else going on,
Yes.
I just put another page in there if you want to bring everyone over to prison. Just in case.
Just in case what? Go on.
I need Jackson in this cell right here. So if you want to drag your token over, buddy. I'm trying to find my pages here.
I was going to say, if you pinged anything, I couldn't see it.
Okay. We got him in here, hanging out, doing his thing. And we've got Daedalus. He's in here, hanging out, doing his thing.
Dope.
We've got this fucker up here, doing his own thing. And let me see. Where's the other one?
Oh, I'm right in front of the fucking guard's desk.
Yes. Yeah, this area over here is like that, what I was saying. This is like they're coming in and out. The main door's down here.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a older
In and out.
in and
I
out.
love being back in the White Run prison. It's been so long.
What
Prison.
are you talking about? This ain't a prison. You've never been to prison, have you?
Have you?
Yeah, of course. What are you talking about?
He actually has. Remember,
Yeah,
he got
that's
broken
true.
out of jail in Reddington.
That's not even a prison. That's a little.
It's a
podunk
prison.
also.
That's disrespectful to the prison.
It's Reddington.
Yeah, and We had some good times in Reading.
Define good times?
Remember whenever I had that nacho rave? That was a good time.
I wasn't there for that. Bud.
Oh, that sucks for you. That was great. I
That was,
misunderstood what
that
salsa
was your
meant.
dead best friend, buddy.
Oh god, the nacho rave.
Yeah.
Oh, it was his rave. Don't let him lie to you. All
I
right.
can't believe you weren't here for the nacho rave. That's as misfortunate for you.
Look, that was your doctor.
I understand. I just
No, I get that. I'm telling that to your character.
oh, okay.
That was your doctor. I'm not your doctor. I'm not gonna CPR on you if you start dying from.
I'm not gonna ask you for it. I don't trust you enough to. What did you say to me? Did you swear at me?
Maybe it was a
Not
religious
not a
swear.
swear word.
It was a religious swear. All right. So, in the way of defense, discussing amongst yourselves, is that the furthest that we feel we are going to get with that? I didn't know if you guys actually wanted to compile any kind of defense or any lie, I guess, to get you guys from not getting the chair. Well, one of you from getting the chair.
Hey,
Or-
bud, how are you gonna get out of this? You need some help coming up with something? You know some people. I know some people.
About
What? Are you
what?
gonna do, bud? About you not getting the old electric boogaloo
For the what? For my art, my
for icing
expression.
a man?
Yeah, he deserved it. That's
He was
my
an
defense.
I rest my case.
I don't understand.
Asshole.
So I'm gonna rat him the fuck out, and that's how I'm gonna plead my case.
All right.
Wow, what a fucking
He's already
snitch.
admitting to it.
Right?
He's already admitting to it. So I'm gonna be like, yeah, he did it. He already admitted to it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me perceptions.
Hey, something I'm terrible at.
Oh,
Don't worry.
good. I thought it was going to be something I was going to succeed at.
Don't worry. Next time, I'll make sure I have 5 wisdom, expertise, and perception, and the observant.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll make sure I got like a 25 passive.
Jackson,
Yeah. What's up?
perception.
Oh, I'm in prison. I electively choose to fail.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Someone's getting shanked.
All right, well, the 11 is still going to be enough. You see that someone that just came in looks kind of familiar. If you want to give me a wisdom check and maybe be able to pinpoint who this is.
Are you talking to me?
No, you chose.
Okay.
Wow.
Bud, I have a 0 wisdom.
Oh, no, I'm looking at the 2, bud. You only needed
I
a
know.
5. You only needed a 5. This happened like 3 weeks ago to you guys. But
That's
that's
still
fine.
a big old oof.
Yeah. You're not wrong. But all right. You still notice that there's a very small, pretty well-dressed grung. Walked over, talked to one of the officers. And the officer is working their way back towards you guys. The guard kind of the officer kind of just shows you guys, or shows this individual to you guys, and then leaves and goes back to about their business. And I'll just say that most of it's barred, except for bits and pieces that are actually stone. Like this wall here is actually stone, and this wall here is stone. But this would have been bar. This is bar, and the fronts are bars. But he's looking at both of you, kind of just shakes his head. So, what did you guys get yourself into this time? It's kind of weird seeing you guys on that side of the bars.
I belch incredibly loud.
All right. You care to LARP that one for us?
No, I am not good at burping.
All right. Kind of looks over. nods at your burp, and then just slides over and starts talking to Daedalus.
Good choice.
So, what'd you guys do? You know what? Hang on. He walks over here, not on the desk, by the desk. Asks the guard for counselor privilege with his clients here. And you get escorted by him and this guard here into this office. And then she kind of just goes back. You notice that there's a handoff to this individual here of basically custody of you guys. So anything goes wrong, there's a guard right outside. But these walls are actually closed in. It's not bars. It's actually closed in. There's a few scattered law books. These two back here are actually desks. But he kind of offers you guys a seat and kind of lays out to you what he knows. And if you have anything more to contribute, please do so. What he knows is Daedalus is only being held for association with Jackson and assault. And Jackson is being held for murder and assault. And if I remember correctly, this has been a couple weeks, so maybe I'm off on this. But wasn't it you, Jackson, that shot the rocket launcher?
Absolutely.
Okay. And you're also being charged with grievous amounts of civil damages, i.e., you blew up a gas station.
Oh yeah.
You're being charged with the witnessed murder, and you're also being charged with murder of 3 people that were at the gas station when it blew up. But they don't have direct evidence of that one from what he knows, is what he says. The only one that they know for sure, because they saw it on body cams, was you exhibiting art in whatever capacity and then shattering your art.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
But that's what he mentions he has, and that it's not looking great for you, Jackson, but there could always be miracles. And he kind of mentions with a little bit of pull, and if you've got any information to give me to help the case, you could possibly walk out of here with a minor fine. He says that to Daedalus. So, spill it. What information do you got to help this case?
I mean, are you talking to me or him?
Oh, he's talking to both of you. Either one of you want to give up information. Oh, I'm sorry. He also identifies himself as the hell is his name? I think it's Caldwell. Caldwell Lauder. He's talking to you guys, though he's met you guys before, but you have no idea why. He mentions that he does work with the Adomo family. Okay, what are we inciting on? What exactly portion?
With what he's saying, does he sound credible?
Oh, absolutely. He sounds like an English gentleman who's basically telling you like you're in a lecture for law for dummies. But everything he's saying, there's no waver in his voice. There's no eye shift. He seems to be telling you everything he's telling you is absolutely true.
Okay.
Not a twitch about him. Just a crazy amount of confidence for a very small frogman in a suit.
Frogman in a suit. Okay.
Well, yeah. For those at home, here you go.
He's adorable.
I'm picturing, that's fucking Meet the Robinsons right there, man. Shit.
That is Caldwell. That is Caldwell Lauder.
No, that motherfucker's name is Mr. Toad, and I'm waiting to find Ichabod.
That'll work too.
We're going on a wild ride, boys. Get ready.
Oh shit! Junior figured it out. Oh snap!
Fuck you, Randy.
Fuck you, Randy.
He's trying to make like he actually got that reference. This motherfucker over there on Wikipedia.
Fuck you.
What does it mean? But yeah, he does seem like he's telling everything he said absolutely true. Is there anything else being contributed from you?
I'm gonna let him know that the one that I assaulted and that Jackson Ice were members of the Genovese family.
Incorrect.
No, they're what is it? Onioni. My bad.
Yeah, the Oniani. And he says he's well aware. There's actually part of the Oniani family is rallying in defense to see that Jackson gets the chair for grievances against the family. But luckily, you are in an Abilene-run town, or Abilene, there we go, Genovese-run town, and they're not necessarily going to get too far if there's solid testimony to the contrary.
Do I hear this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is not secret at all.
Right,
Anything
cool.
he's saying, you are both hearing.
Okay.
Didn't know if you're going somewhere with that inquiry.
Oh no, I was just wondering if Jackson hears it.
Oh,
I mean, does Jackson want to hear it?
Yeah.
Do you electively no, can't hear you?
No, I'm just waiting for. I'm waiting for Mooney to say whatever he was going to say.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
He was hoping that the Oniani was, a bargaining chip to some capacity, but they were aware of that information. Is there anything else that you wanted to add in?
All right. So they think that they did not like my performance art, even though the person that was the person that I decided to ice, he was openly firing a gun in the middle of the city, and also he was doing that as a way to steal an object from the I do believe it was from the town that it was being stolen from by a different family. So wouldn't that be its own crime? And me doing that would be me doing the job almost of the police. So am I being charged for murder or being better than the cops? Just wanted to check.
Well, thievery does not generally merit the death penalty.
Thievery and open violence does. They shot at us. I have wounds to prove it. They shot at us
without actually killing anybody.
It could have killed me.
Jail time if they
If
do
it was
not.
one of the cops, it was one of the cops. It would have killed me. Oh, it would have killed one of the cops. But instead, they went after me, and I happen to be a little bit more fortuitous than a police officer.
Well, be that as it may, there is no evidence that these individuals were trying to steal anything. There is several eyewitness testimonies of open gunfire from both their vehicle and your vehicle.
I do not carry a gun, therefore I could not possibly have been one of the people shooting the gun.
No.
I was one of the people that were being shot at.
I'm not saying that you personally were firing, and no testimony said that everyone in the car was firing. But there was gunfire from both vehicles, so that is known evidence.
Okay, then. So if it was impossible for me to be a part of the gunfire, but possible it was proven that I happened to strike this man in the face with a hammer until he died after he shot at me, wouldn't that be construed as self-defense of some sort?
There is self-defense that could be brought up. We can consider that to an extent. But there was the man was running from you and you ran him down and killed him.
I am simply making sure that the city is safe from a madman that shot a gun in open city. Something I would never do. If anything, I am a hero for this action.
A hero? For blowing up a convenience store and allegedly killing 3 innocent civilians.
Allegedly blowing up a convenience store? You think there is no evidence that proves that I did that?
There is camera evidence that a rocket was propelled from your vehicle.
Yes, it could have been any one of us, and I am so traumatized from the incident that I simply cannot recall who did it.
He kind of looks over at Daedalus. Is that how it went? Was this man innocent of firing a rocket?
Is there video evidence of him firing the rocket?
There's video evidence of an RPG-like weapon being fired from your vehicle. It is a bit dodgy as to who was pulling the trigger.
He did fire from the vehicle. He hopped out when out of game. I'm
Fired
saying
from the
the
vehicle.
vehicle had already sped off.
Guys, what you claim is that somebody from the street fired the rocket and it just so happened to go through your vehicle.
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
So what you guys are doing here is you got the wrong guys.
So the Oniani fired the rocket, and Jackson happened to hit it back.
Okay.
No, you fool. The windows were down and the rocket just innocently passed by you, and you were both shocked and dismayed at such critical man.
It was a stinger. It went straight up.
All right. Well, notwithstanding the 100% non-identification that you, Jackson, fired the rocket, that's why it's an alleged charge of 3 innocent deaths. But they did watch you, as you so colorfully put it, performed art and then destroyed your creation.
That is a part of the art. Have you ever seen the famed comedian Gallagher?
Do you mean the one that smashed watermelons?
The exact one that smashed watermelon. See, someone appreciates this. Man was a pioneer. I am simply taking up his stead of turning things into ice and then smashing it.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else that you guys can add, I think we're about finished here. Anything? Nothing? All right.
I'm fine.
Daedalus, you got something?
Well, we were trying to protect one of the Adomo. These Oniani were attacking some of our own. If that's go with.
You know, Oniani kind of sounds like you mispronounced onion.
Okay, and do you have any kind of evidence, hard evidence stating that this is what you were doing?
Well, there's if there's evidence that the rocket was fired from our car, there should be evidence that there
Well,
was.
the evidence from the rocket fired from the car was from surveillance caught from the bank across the street.
And so it should have seen 3 cars drive by.
It did, in fact, see 3 cars, but by the camera footage that we have here, we do not, in fact, know who fired the first shot. We just heard, we had testimony saying that they heard gunfire. They went out to see the street and 3 cars speeding through the street recklessly. So if you've got hard evidence to state that you did not fire first, and this was, in fact, defense of the family, we might have something here. Anybody?
Skylar, you don't wear a body cam, right? Is the other game?
What?
In this game, your character didn't have a body cam. It was the other game, right?
Yeah, it was the other game.
Wait, what kind of character are you, Jess?
I'm a gearhead.
All right.
I had the cams and drones on the caster.
Well, wouldn't one of them have some sort of video feed?
Yeah, the caster one, because I can cast out of objects.
His old character game. So I'm gonna look over at Jackson. Well, bud, looks like we're boned. You want to go out in a blaze of glory, or you want to go out like gentlemen?
I'm going to play it by ear.
Caldwell kind of looks over at you guys. Well, one of you is boned, absolutely, and irrevocably.
I think he's talking about you, bud.
I'm gonna wink over at Caldwell. Yep, one of us is boned, definitely.
You're not subtle. In case you were trying to be.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think that I've gotten what I can from you guys. I guess I will speak with the arresting officers to see what information they can give me. Was there anyone else in the vehicle with you that I could possibly reach out to?
Skylar, what's your character's last name?
You don't know.
Oh,
What
you
is
can
it?
use a last name on this one.
What is it? Skylar?
Yeah, I didn't know if his character had a last name.
Oh, he does.
Oh, it's been
A
said.
last name that we knew.
Yeah.
It's been said before. I'd say you guys would know it.
So I was gonna say that way he can actually get a hold of you.
I mean, it was in the dossiers. Whenever you personally were supposed to meet up with them for before the actual heist at the Star here,
Yeah,
so you would already know his name.
yeah. I'm pointing towards Skylar. So he was in the car, and he may know of the whoever was in the car that we were helping from Adomo. We didn't get that far.
Well, that might be a lead that I can chase down. He kind of pokes it out the door. Officer, I think we're good here. Walks out. Officer comes in, tests your guys' cuffs and such, make sure everything's how it should be, and then walks you back up to your cells. One at a time, put you back in your cells.
You don't got it, frisk me, boy. I know you're just doing it for pleasure.
And Caldwell kind of just looks at both of you. Well, I hope things go well for the two of you, and I will be in touch.
I'm sure you will.
And Mr. Caldwell, Mr. Lauder leaves out the front door, and boof, gone. Was there anything else you guys need to touch base on before I get over to Skylar?
One last thing. Hey, Jackson.
What?
I heard that dwarf down the hall said your raves suck. Said he saw your performance on the boat.
All right.
That's all, bud. I just wanted to let you know.
All right, great.
Nothing I can do from inside of a cell.
Right?
Some bullshit. I see Jackson like banging his head off the cell door trying to bust out.
Nah.
Jack-
There's literally no way that I can do that. So, like, my character is an idiot, but he's not stupid. There's a difference.
That's fair. That's fair.
And he's hard-headed, but he's not that hard-headed.
Yeah, that's just so you're just being antagonistic to be a dick, not antagonistic to get a rise out.
I'm definitely being antagonistic to be a dick.
Yeah, you're
That's kind of been our back and forth.
Yeah, kind of is.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm just saying there was no real there's no way to really have an objective to that.
Hey, I'm just letting you know that way. Whenever you get out of your cell, and you see, we'll see how this plays out.
Okay. We will switch over. I don't have like a hideout map up because honestly, hideouts are just for places where you guys would just hang out and rest for the time. Short of me having an encounter I planned for you guys in a hideout, I won't need a map. But we will just briefly touch wherever you ended up. You followed that individual you guys were protecting to the bank, to the main bank, not the little credit union that was across the street from the gas station that blew up. You did hear it blow up on your way you were leaving.
Okay.
Takes it to the bank, mentions that she's got it handled and it will be put into the safe deposit box for whenever you guys are ready to leave from here and then into Masago for delivery. And she kind of gives you the address of 3 of the Adomo safe houses. There's one that's about 2 blocks away from where you are. It's the only one of the 3 that she mentioned that has a garage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go to the closest one, and thanks for a refresher, because I couldn't even remember why someone was...
Why that was happening? Yeah, no.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right, yeah, so that's good. The key's safe. Guess go into the safe house, and probably going to reach out to, I guess, Nuts.
Not to interrupt, but am I still in the prison?
I just now moved the map. We are back on the Brus map.
Okay.
And
the safe houses.
see what I don't know. See where we're going from here, because my team's kind of fucked at the moment.
They're a little boned.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, hang on. I'll actually label it here. If it'll let me go to text. Thank you. You're a sweetheart.
Zoom.
We're gonna see if that's okay. Why did it go away? Delete. Okay. Back to select. That is really hard to read. I will
A little bit.
spell that differently. Okay, that is the one that you went to. Text. Safe house B. And then here, safe house C. And I'll throw in the bank too that your shit got deposited, so you know where that's at.
Okay, and that's the First United Trust right there.
No, that was the bank that was across from the gas station.
Okay, I got you.
Because he was actually on his way to a bank because he wanted to go to the bank to begin with. I don't remember who was going to the bank for what reason, but I know someone was trying to go to the bank. But that is not. Yeah, I can't exactly remember 100%. But this here. Next. That in there. Stop it. This. Move that one. There we go. That is where the bank's at. The Adomo Federal Reserve.
Hell yeah! All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and figure out where to go from this point. Like get some advice from Nuts on if I should do anything or just sit there and wait for something. I don't know.
Okay. As you get into the safe house A, you put in the appropriate code. Each one of you, once you attained associate, we're given like a personalized safe house code. It's a 4-digit pin that is exclusive to you guys. Each one of you has one, and they told you to keep that safe at all costs. Don't write it down. Just try to keep it remembered. Just don't make a paper trail so no one can get into the safe houses. You put your code in, and there is already someone in the house, and you know this because you hear unusually loud clanking and a bit of a cursing at what you can only assume is some sort of appliance in the kitchen.
Okay. I go ahead and walk in the door and close it behind me and venture towards the sound.
All right. You get, as soon as you go in, it's like a bit of a hallway. Going a little bit forward, about maybe 10 feet. To the right, you got your kitchen. Straight ahead, the main living room. To the left, there's a small another little hallway. And down from that little space, you can see that there are 2 doors, three doors on each side of the hallway. One from each across from each other, and then one at the end of the hallway. All the doors are open. 2 bedrooms, bathroom, living room. It's very small, but it's a little 2-bedroom safe house. Not like super great. It's not like silks and fineries, but it's not a shithole. It is not a trap house by any extent.
Okay.
But as you go towards the kitchen where you heard the sound, go ahead and describe yourself, Will Haven.
Will Haven is a tall, blonde, square-jawed, and pecs tough guy who talks in a deep, manly voice. What's the guy from Venture Brothers?
Oh, what the fuck is his name? Is it like Brock?
Brock, yeah.
Yes.
Things like that. And he has a noticeable, a huge great sword strapped to his back. And engraved on the back of the great sword says, "The Gospel."
The Gospel. Yes.
Because that's the name of his sword.
I fucking love it. But
what context am I introduced in?
That's what I was getting to. Coming to next. You came in. You were told that food could be made rather rapidly in this interesting box. You would know it as a microwave, but your character, since you want to be a little bit of a man out of time, you're like, okay, well, you just throw a block of ramen noodles, package and all, right into the microwave. Push some buttons, but you fail to take off the upper parts of your armor. You're kind of just clattering around in the kitchen. The sword probably maybe 3 feet from the ceiling, kind of leaning against the counter. But you see this huge man struggling with some ramen noodles.
Hi there, friend. Need some help?
No, Will Haven needs help from no one.
Oh, okay, I just figured I'd ask.
In fact, you need my help.
Okay. All right. Well, since I need your help, I guess my name's Skylar.
That's a girl's name.
Yeah. I fucking love this guy already.
All right. Funny you could say that, actually, and I go ahead and just start changing my face into like that of a girl. See, I can do both.
Touche. Okay, yeah, you got me there, bro.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Right?
Don't. Anyways,
Yes.
I'm progressive thinking. May not look it.
okay. I respect where you're going there. No need.
I
though.
thank you.
Um,
I
so-
respect you too, Skylar.
Even though you have a sissy name.
I do. All right. Here, let me just. If you want something good to eat, just here. Give me a second. I go over to the microwave. I open it up. I at least open up the pack of ramen. I put some water in it, and then I go ahead and put it in the microwave and set it for 3 minutes. This shouldn't catch fire.
This shouldn't catch fire.
I'll be prepared if it does.
Yes. Absolutely. All right, so do we sit in silence in the kitchen while this is just roaring about in the microwave?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, Willhaven sits in complete silence staring at the microwave.
Yes.
Awkwardly.
You seem quite enamored by a microwave. You okay, bud?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm always fine. These modern appliances never cease to confound my brilliant mind.
Thinking back, I'm like, these are nowhere near modern, but okay. So, whereabouts you from? Did you like roll out of a cave like a few years ago or something?
I don't really have a backstory.
To give a little bit more into that, you can go wherever you want with that. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. Just you can state that you were from a small town that he's probably never heard of, but that you were very much a big deal there.
Willhaven is not literally from the past. I'll say that.
No, he's not literally. He just
Yeah,
he's just not as technologically
make
advanced.
a play on words with it, you know.
Yes, you see, I'm the hero of some small town you've never heard of.
Okay.
Once slayed something called a kobold. Hate those things.
Yes.
They never give up.
You mean like the wee little guys? No, never mind. Never mind. We won't get into it. It's okay.
Okay, I just have to point out, and I didn't notice it till just now. All right, I'm gonna bring this out here because everyone needs to see this. I didn't know he had already put a picture in on his character.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Working for a-
there you go. That's what Willhaven looks like.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
I was in the process, and I'm like, is there already a picture on that? What the fuck?
Wow.
Fucking
My
Fabio,
middle
you're
name
not-
is Justice.
Of course it is.
My last name is also Justice.
Of course it is.
Justice.
God damn it. That is glorious. Ah, fuck.
Wow.
All right, I guess I'll just make a token for this then, instead of doing the one I was doing. Give me a second here. Oh my god. That is glorious. I think that's actually better than the Danny DeVito one. That is amazing.
So by this time, I'm sure the microwave's about to beep, and since you're staring at it, I would imagine it would kind of like startle you a little bit. Like you wouldn't expect like a beep or a buzzer or anything like that.
You can. I mean, he's not a full-on caveman, but maybe the finer points. So go ahead and give me a wisdom save. It's not going to be an overly difficult one, but you are intently staring at the microwave.
So while we're staring at a microwave, chat would like to know what everyone mains.
What do you mean by mains?
The question is literally, so what do you all main? I thought
That could be a lot of things.
Yeah, see, I thought the D&D people would understand that.
Oh, okay.
That could be like a class that we play in D&D.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could be
Whiskey.
other
A
games.
main whiskey.
He mains whiskey.
You are ridiculous. I mainly play rogue-ish characters or melee characters. I just don't like. Yeah. So I mainly play roguish type characters. I don't like melee. I mean, I don't like range characters that much at all. And yeah, everyone, yeah, like it's basically like what kind of characters do we like playing the most is what Sky is saying.
Mine is kind of all over the place. Although I do gravitate towards mages of any caliber. Doesn't matter. I don't have like preference between. I guess technically I do. I like wizard. Doesn't matter. I've always liked their.
Yeah, don't try to say that you don't have bias.
Well, I mean,
whenever you like any single time that I'm like, yeah, mages are okay. You preach the fucking gospel of wizards at me.
I was actually going to say that I didn't have a preference in what caster, but then I realized that's also fact. That is a fact. Yeah, that is factual or not factual. That I prefer the actual wizards.
Yeah,
because of their versatility and spells.
You also judge me hardcore because we're playing a game outside of stream, and I'm playing a wizard for the first time. I've never played a wizard before, and this man is like every time I do something, I'm just like, oh my fucking god, this class is garbage, and then I can hear him cringe. I can hear him fucking win because I just don't understand how this class is fun. Oh god.
I myself generally try to play hybrids. I like having a little bit of combat and a little bit of magic. Right now, I'm trying to venture outside the box and kind of try stuff I don't know, or innately just I don't know.
I mean, if we're talking about League, then Teemo. I mean Teemo. I just saw it in the chat.
Yeah, we're talking League. I play Anivia and Shaco. That's it.
I used to play Malzahar and
Malzahar. But yeah, Mooney. You haven't played as much, but would you like to weigh in, buddy?
I mean, so far, I like having a somewhere like a paladin. My favorite probably was playing Guinevere as a paladin, getting that mix of melee and spells, which is pretty interesting.
Crit fishing.
Yeah.
Crit fishing was fun. Getting to play that bard in our Avernus campaign, sleeping everybody and slitting their throats was pretty fun. I'm not going to lie.
Fuck.
Yeah. Like someone that would kill a kid. Who would
someone who would kill a kid? Like Matt.
Look, man, that old lady transformed and stabbed me in the back. It was only fair that I cut her open. Keep
trying to save yourself.
Mark, you killed a woman and her child.
I did. You try to make me feel bad, and it's not going to ever happen. Literally never.
You got to follow your shots, and once you get that stun on, hit him with an ice hook and walk away. That's it. That's it. Or troll your teammates with the wall.
I will say, of all characters that I was most excited to play, and I only played for one session, I was trying to make like Doc Facilier in Mark's campaign, my Shadow Sorcerer, and then I never got to really play that, so that was so much fun though. So yeah, I want to go more.
I mean, that's fair. Jesse is absolutely right. I literally just I only played her, and then I went from terrible to a god, and now that's it. It's like it was just white knuckle determination to be good at her, and now like I don't understand any other mage in the game except for her. So it kind of worked, but at what cost?
And I only learned briefly by watching him play. But anyway, chat.
Also, before we go on, Alex, go ahead and check your DMs real quick.
Why are you in his DMs right now? Did you get lost in there?
Maybe. I sent him something. It's something he needs to think about. I really advise it.
All right. Well, I'm sure you guys would probably have a little bit more chit chat, a little bit of small talk between Skylar and Fabio. I mean, Willhaven. But about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so passes. Probably closer to an hour. Before, you've been reaching out to Nuts. He kind of mentioned that there might be something in the works that he'll get back to you if he needs you specifically to do something.
Yeah.
He reached out to Willhaven saying, burritos are way better than noodles.
I'll mention to Nuts that I could probably do something in the way of a hack and let everyone go, but there's no pinpoint specific jail cell unlock. It's either everyone or no one. So.
He also mentions that the one that they are currently detained in is still not fully updated. They're still in analog. They're not digital right yet.
Well,
they got whole ass keys to lock down whole cell blocks and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never
I
mind.
mean, the database is still there, but no, not for controlling of the cells. But realistically, though, Willhaven, he kind of just mentions that you kind of need to stick with Skylar. He didn't give you a full dossier or anything like that, but he did mention that you will be assisting them in the retrieval of the Earth Key. That is all the information that he had told you.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like I said, about an hour later, you guys get a knock on the door, and it is the family friend, the little frog boy. I'm sorry, what was his name? What did you call him?
Caldwell?
No, I mean, his name was actually Caldwell, but what was he actually being called?
Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad. That's the okay. Gotcha. But yeah, Mr. Toad. But he kind of gives a little rap tap. It seems very, very light and very, very low. Low on the door.
Did you just hear something?
Hello.
Oh, there's something.
You
I guess
hear light beeping, and then you hear the pneumatic lock kind of door kind of you hear it unlock. He swings it open, closes it behind him. Waits for it to,
I guess he's welcome.
Great. Oh, that was more of a formality. Make sure you were decent.
Appreciative.
He goes in the living room, sits down on the couch, and starts sprawling out files all over the coffee table. He kind of waves you both in. And he gives you the rundown of the information that he has. He wants to know if you have any more information that could lessen charges, if not remove charges, of what they've got the two already, locked up for. There was mention of defense of an Adomo family, and there was no evidence of that. So if there's any way that you do anything for that. And he kind of looks up at you. Now, I know you don't know much about what's going on there, Willhaven, but you will soon. You will very soon. I feel your particular skill set will be very handy.
I'm quite accustomed to not knowing what's going on.
I love it.
I'm very used to that state. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, if you've got any information, Skylar, to add into this debate.
Well, Mr. Toad. No.
Lauder. Caldwell Lauder.
Yep, Caldwell. It's kind of hard to mount a defense for someone that blew up a fucking gas station. If it was anything else, I mean, maybe, but...
He kind of thinks, oh, interesting. He starts scribbling down. So you watched him pull the trigger.
I mean, he had the RPG. Of course he's going to pull the trigger.
So fill me in here. What is this fellow accused of having done?
He goes down the brief list of charges that are on Daedalus, which is basically just assault, battery, and assisting... Oh, what the hell is it? Anyways, he was in association with some murders. He didn't do it himself. He was an accomplice, so at least he's being seen as such.
And there was a gas station involved?
That was blown up, yes.
Did the gas station attack him in some way?
I love how you're
Yes.
saying it.
Don't listen to
I
them.
love it.
Yes.
Um,
The
We don't
gas station snuck up on me. I am innocent.
we don't have any evidence that the gas station had attacked him. Caldwell kind of looks at you as if checking if you're actually okay or if this is a legitimate question and just humors it.
The gas station was a mimic. What do you want?
Oh god, that'd be terrible. A whole ass gas station mimic.
That's exactly what I saw.
That was-
Because it stands to reason if these things took place, then he needs to serve his debt to society.
No, he's no longer on my side. Go fuck yourself with that.
Well, I will say that the car that's started the chase did open fire upon my friends, and
Do you have
did
hard
verify.
evidence to attest to this? That's also what they said, but this is just hearsay. We need actual evidence that this is how that played out.
Yeah. I mean, all right. Since you know the family, I'm gonna go ahead and mention the name of the person that we escorted. But in the way of like actual like concrete proof, like video or whatever.
Give me an intelligence, Skylar.
Okay,
Just a check, not a save.
got you.
Oh wow, nice. All right. You're kind of thinking over the events, how they play out in your head, and you think that there had to have been some sort of footage from a traffic camera right before the thing started shooting, right before shit got crazy. They didn't
Okay.
check because all the eyewitnesses were further down, but you know about where that was at. So give me a technology.
All right, will do. See if I can pull up some stuff from there.
Decent, very decent. All right. Yeah, sure enough, you actually find the intersection. I will just switch back over to it briefly, and we'll come right back over to where we're at here. But you guys, if you want to switch to Randy, I'm going to be switching right back over, but I'm just giving them the idea. I moved to street briefly.
Okay.
God damn it! If this thing would stop fucking scrolling away from me. All right. You know the okay. Why is it still trying to scroll? Crazy bastard. All right.
Oh, I was just moving it on mine. That's
No,
weird.
it was my scroll sometimes gets locked, and I move the mouse even though I'm not trying to scroll like pan the thing, and it just keeps trying to pan it everywhere I move the mouse. It's kind of annoying. But anyway, you know that you actually caught a bit of a glimpse from the cameras in this intersection,
Okay.
and a little bit more from this one. But all the testimony, why is it? Go back to that. All the testimony is saying that the gunfire started here, like in this part of the street, so it wasn't a full-on eyewitness account.
Got you.
From what you saw, from where everything took off, because you guys started down here,
Mm-hmm.
worked your way down over towards here. I can actually just do it this way; it would make more sense. Started here, worked your way up here, came down this way. This is about where guns started firing.
Mm-hmm.
So you caught a little bit of information from the cameras at this intersection. This is where the eyewitnesses, or the ear witnesses, so to speak, thought they heard the gunfire starting. And you caught a little bit in this intersection as you came up here to where the rocket launcher was fired.
Okay.
So you do have a little bit at the 145 and the 170. You have a little bit of information from that. And from what you can clear up, actually give me another technology. That was just to find the footage. You see if you can clear it up and actually make it usable. I said this would be the bad one to create a fail on.
Yeah.
All right, 20 is good enough. You actually clear it up, and it does in fact show that the Onianis opened fire first. But they weren't opening fire at you guys. They were opening fire at the car you guys were protecting.
Right.
All right,
Which in turn is the Adomo family. So
the
yeah.
Adomo family, correct. All right, we will go to Brus, Randy. I'll move everyone back over to that. That was just so you guys could see the camera footage a little bit more, like be able to handle what's going on in there, not just describing the intersections.
Can I also bring up camera footage that will like basically detail that this car was like violating traffic and all that stuff?
All three vehicles are hit for minor traffic violations because all three of you did.
Yeah, but beforehand they would have had to play catch up just to get up to the lead car. So to show that there was actual intent of like.
Let's do this. Call high or low.
Low.
Okay. They actually were lucky enough to catch the lights at the right time to catch up to what was going on. So that part did not take effect.
Okay, cool.
That was not actually an aspect I considered, so we'll just roll it up to chance. Yep. But no, they didn't actually violate anything until the chase broke out.
All right. Fair enough. All right, cool. Well, this is a start, I guess. Caldwell.
He says, very, very interesting, very interesting. Can I borrow this or a copy of this, or can you email this to my office?
I can do all three.
Okay, that would be spectacular.
Yeah.
It's always better to have multiple copies, in case something happens to one or the other.
Indeed, but you don't know how you got this. Just putting it out there.
Oh, I mean, it's in service of the Adomo family.
Yeah, fair.
We have many in our ranks that are very talented in technology. But he takes that bit of information that actually may have saved Jackson from going to prison completely, like to death penalty, but he might still have been in jail. All right. Is there anything else that you two wanted to add into this discussion? And we're definitely going to look into see if the gas station attacked him. We'll check the footage.
Good.
It was a
good.
mimic, I swear.
Listen,
As a
if it
warrior of justice, I can't let a guilty man go free.
I could probably make a video that shows the monsterization of the gas station.
Okay.
At the same time, I also couldn't let an innocent man go punished for a crime he didn't commit.
Give me a technology, Jesse. Let's see if Skylar can pull off some miraculous the fucking gas station attacked him bullshit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
Roll God. Damn it. I needed to see at least a 27 on that roll.
Yeah. That would
have been fucking hilarious.
I only ask because I was attacked by a gas station myself in my younger years.
You should get advantage from being assisted by Will Haven. His motivation.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll have Will Haven be your muse. Roll another one. See if you get your 27 out of this.
Oh my god.
Ooh, I thought it was getting there. I thought it was close.
Yeah, it was close.
That would have been hilarious. All right. Well, no, the gas station did not. You just couldn't get some of the frame rate right. It definitely looked doctored.
yeah, for sure.
But all right, if there was nothing else that you guys needed to add, that'd have been hilarious. Anything else you need to add to that? Caldwell will take his leave, take the evidence that has been given to him, and head back to his office. And he gives each of you a card if you think of anything else.
Okay.
Oh, since you were there too, we'll just see if you recognize him as well. Go ahead and give me wisdom, Jesse.
Okay.
Turns out it's Jarl Axel.
Right.
There's the 19. You needed that on the fucking technology.
Well, it happens.
But yeah, you actually do recognize him. He was one of the individuals that was detained at the containment facility.
Oh shit! Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you recognize him very much. That you're like, this dude looks really fucking familiar. Then he starts talking, and you're like, oh shit, it's this guy.
Right.
But yeah, he was in the containment facility. Thanks to Brun and Brenner, you were going to leave him there. He doesn't hold a grudge. It's okay. But yes, he takes his leave. And I don't know. You absolutely have to leave at 9, Mooney?
Yeah, I gotta be at work at 10.
Okay. because the next thing we'll be getting to is going to the courthouse to see how this plays out.
Let's do it.
Okay. I mean, we do have a little bit of time, and it's just going to be a couple rolls and some RP to get through that. And then, like I said, Mark, we were going to see how the trial played out before we introduced your other one.
Yeah.
Because there's a slim chance. I mean, you might still, depending on rolls, get out of this.
I understand, and I plan on getting out of this. Thank you very fucking much.
Oh, yeah? You think that? Check the DM
Yeah.
on Discord. That's not what you thought.
I don't give a shit if you're the DM. I don't give a shit if you're God. You can't see me right now, but I'm pointing at you. You put on your stupid face, you dumb bitch. I'm getting out of this. Free Jackson's about to be trending on Twitter, you motherfucker. We're about to go hard like we did for the game, and we got that bitch out of prison too.
All right, we will get. Let me see. This was it. This color? I think it's this color.
About to have the weekend make a song for my character, just to make sure that people know the injustice. And not injustice, injustice.
Yep. The unjust.
Oh, it's not the right color. Sorry, boys. Give me a second. I'm trying to find the right color. As long as I get close, I guess I'll deal with it. It's fine. We'll use this one. And it was this building right here. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And let me get to text so you know where that's happening. Also, Mark, you're seeing more value in these types of maps.
Yeah. No, it's just I always get stuck in my own. I always get like weirded out by doing those type of maps because I'm like, what if I make the map and there's a fucking high speed chase or some shit, and I gotta figure out what to do with that situation.
Oh, I got you. But yeah, this is. I didn't have a whole lot. I mean, I have a general idea of the layout of the city, how it was going to be. Yeah, that's the courthouse, guys. That's where you guys are heading to for the hearing, the trial.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we will end with you guys.
How dare you say that Jackson might not get free?
I know. I'm sorry. Wishful thinking, buddy.
It's not wishful thinking. You're just wishing him to go get the chair.
Well, yeah, wishful thinking, buddy.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm trying to get into the character though, because I heard a southern drawl on chair.
I mean, I am in character.
All right, Randy, if you want to drag them to courtroom, not tactical, just courtroom. I hope I don't need the tactical. But it's there in case it happens.
Oh, God.
Someone did ask if I can use my gore.
Hey, man. If it's needed, it's needed.
Again, this is just an image so we get the idea of where we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have a tactical if it gets to that. I really hope it doesn't. But just so
Thank you, Randy.
Well, actually, I'll put tactical up there anyways, just so you can see that as well, so you can actually move characters around if that's what's needed. But yeah, that's the courtroom, and we will drag you guys over to tactical. If you want to move over to tactical, that's fine.
Bum, bum.
So am I staying on the courthouse or tactical?
You can move to tactical. You can move to tactical. I need to move him over.
And of course, Jackson, I got to keep the hashtag alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that looks like Neil Patrick Harris. No, never mind.
Wait, what happened? What did I miss?
I thought the dude in the bottom left looked like Neil Patrick Harris whenever it was zoomed out.
Bottom left, this guy?
Yeah.
Now, some of the you guys that are not in the trial, you can throw your tokens up wherever. Will Haven, you can throw your token up in one of the. Obviously, you want to stick to the blue side, unless you want to see these guys in the chair. You can put yourself on the yellow side. That is your call.
I seek only justice.
Let me see. Okay, it is. I'm just trying to make sure that these tokens are the right size.
Yeah, why is Willhaven is bigger than everybody else?
That's because his personality is bigger than everyone else's. It's not a slight against you.
Oh,
You're not.
I gotta fix yours. Give me 1 second. Whenever I saved it as your token, it was at the size it was previously. I'm saving it to tactical size right now.
Gotcha.
Give it a second. Let's see.
This person looks rather shady.
Don't worry about that guy. That little guy? Don't worry about that little guy.
I don't trust any of them.
All right, go ahead and pull Will Haven back off and put him there if you want, and make sure he's sized right. Did he size right?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, when I pulled him out the first time, I didn't have. There's no gridding on that map, so I was just ballparking his size.
No problem.
All right. All right. Courtroom, set up as it is. It is a grand jury, as you noticed. There's everyone there.
They are very nice looking.
They are the grandest of juries.
Yeah.
Looks like Leonidas is the fucking judge.
Yeah. But you,
This is justice.
I will have order. Yes. Now this judge is only going to yell every time he talks. This is your fault.
I don't think I
It's a bad
hear the
thing.
downside.
I already like this guy.
Honorable Judge of Sparta residing. But yeah, the everyone on the side that you guys are sitting on, you kind of don't recognize them directly, but you do, other than this shady motherfucker. They have some sort of emblem or something signifying them as Adomo, just so that you can see, because I know you haven't seen it yet. Is it miscellaneous? It is not miscellaneous. Encounter. Adomo. The just so that you can see it, Alex, I know you haven't seen it yet. I put it up before. This kind of stylized A you see on like a cufflink for this guy up in the front. It's on like a scarf for this woman back here. This stylized A right there.
Do I already know what that means?
Yeah, you know that to be Adomo's crest. Well, not crest,
Okay.
but their symbol that they use. Just so you have for reference for yourself. See if it lets me do it. This is the actual crest for Adomo. You would know that too.
Gotcha.
I'll give you guys handouts for the ones for the families that you guys know about and the bits that you know about them later. But that's just so you know. And the one in the middle of the floor you know is Genovese, because Genovese trades very closely with Adomo. So the big crest on the floor that's actually in a nice mosaic on the floor is the Genovese. So you know at least
Got a room
should have
to
some
join.
comfort in knowing that this is a Genovese establishment and not like Oniani or anything like that. For the defense, or for the prosecutor, they don't seem to have anyone that looks particularly like key to any one of the families or anything like that. But they just seem to be, this guy more so just seems to be here for entertainment's sake. He seems very pompous. Looks like he's from a lot of money. Not really sure outside of that. And this woman up here is crying her eyes out because her husband works at the gas station that attacked our defendant.
It could have been, like, that gas station was out of control.
But
I
we
made
will,
it out of there barely with my life.
if you guys want, we can kind of speed line this. It was a decent way to do it whenever you did it, Mooney, for your court. If we want, we can do it the same way. We can let, I don't know which of you, Daedalus or Jackson, would have better, probably Jackson, I was there thinking about it, better help for that, to give Caldwell any assistance on it.
I mean, I don't know, Jackson, what do you have to your intimidation, persuasion?
I can't hear you literally at all. It sounds like you're talking to me from a different house.
I am talking to you from a different house.
All right.
That's right.
He's got you there.
It's true.
What's your deception, intimidation, and persuasion, Mark?
Can someone tell me what he said?
Intimidation, persuasion, and deception. What are they?
Okay. Intimidation, persuasion, deception. 6, 7, and 3.
Yeah, let him do it.
Okay. Well, what if you're aiding? You just need to be proficient. Are you proficient in all three of those, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you don't need to actually have a good score. You just need to be proficient.
Yeah, I'm
Be able to
proficient.
give the help action.
Yep.
Okay. All right, give me a second here. All right, like I said, for the sake of time, I mean, we've had a fair bit of RP so far, so we'll speed the case along. We got information that actually helps these DCs, so that is definitely a good thing. So we will see what happens as this goes forward. Sorry, give me 1 second here. All right. Going forward, he gives his opening testimony, explains that they have reason to believe that both of the defendants were acting out of the greater good of helping House Adomo, and anything that can help House Adomo also indirectly helps with Genovese. Goes on about how there's only bits of testimony about when things happened and exactly how it happened, and that he's got information that he's already given to the court for the proceedings that will hopefully shed some light on the situation. He goes back to his seat, and the prosecutor, she walks up. You can see that she is probably half work. Pretty well kept for a half work. I didn't put the right token on there because I was just looking at all the human tokens when I put them in there, but she is a half work. She goes with her opening statement that if we let anyone just brazenly run around the city, letting off explosives and gunfire, how is that safe for anybody? And she mentions that she's also got things that will hopefully show the truth and not just the light. And she kind of throws a bit of a jab towards Caldwell. Caldwell seems cool as a cucumber. This is not his first rodeo, but you can also tell this is also not her first rodeo. But the thing that is catching you off is that a half-orc is as well-dressed and well-mannered as this one. Going forward, we will go ahead and... Do you guys want to roll for him? Like, do any of you want to roll these? Because I'll let you guys roll them at advantage. I'm going to have to have 6 rolls total. You can just make the roll, and I'll add the monitor. Or do you want me to just do it? It doesn't matter to me.
I'll roll if you want.
Okay, go ahead. We will do the first set. Give me intimidation. So, I mean, you just make the rolls. Just roll 2 of them.
Okay. You fucking kidding me? Okay.
It's okay. It's not going off your particular stats. It's going off Caldwell's.
It's just dumb that this is already happening.
I agree.
I'm like, okay, we'll start. Maybe it won't be a complete shit show. Okay, 12s, dual 12s. Never mind. We're already here.
Right
we are out here. Okay. He seems to be giving some compelling arguments about about everything that's been going on, kind of mentioning that if we're letting these ruffians, as he puts it, try to manipulate and run the city, what comes next? Is this going to be the next Riverside or Riverdale? And some of the jury kind of looks at, ingested this, and the judge kind of looks at this as overrules it and mentions that he will retract the last bit of that statement, that it was a uncolorful jab or a very colored jab towards the Oniani, and doesn't need to actually be part of the testimony, but it seems to have still taken into effect. Go ahead and give me another one. Again, whoever wants to roll them, give me another one at advantage. This is for persuasion. Nice, very nice.
That could have been very not nice.
That could have been very not nice. He goes about how, yes, his clients may have exhibited a bit of vigilante justice, but not every incident can be handled by the police because certain things happen, and there's a lot of city for such a, albeit strong, small police force. She kind of comes back at him with, well, she's got nothing to say about that because she doesn't really agree with the police force here in the city. She has her obvious ties, but she kind of lets that one pass. Give me one more advantage.
Okay.
Jesus, 18s are out tonight. Hopefully they continue on the other half of this defense. All right. He kind of, omits some of the camera testimony and kind of focuses on the bits that you found that Oniani opened first. That this kind of thing cannot be taken lightly. and she kind of comes back with. She kind of is taken aback by the fact that he found this footage and that her defense could not have found it, and let alone think to look there.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me the next intimidation.
Okay.
He's talking more fervently about how this is not the first time that the Oniani have stepped out of line in regards to any of the families in Brus, much less Masago proper, and that this sort of thing needs to be taken to under more scrutiny, that maybe there needs to be some more restrictions in line, maybe some better legislation to protect such things from happening, like not letting random civilians obtain RPGs. Go ahead and give me persuasion.
It's your fault, not mine. Sorry.
Go ahead and roll another one.
Yep.
Ooh,
Fucking kidding me?
Wow.
that was bad. That's very bad. That's not good.
Yeah, I understand.
He kind of fumbles over his defense of you claiming that it was your artistic right to make an ice sculpture in the middle of the street. He doesn't seem to buy his own story, and the prosecution goes on the attack on this, that this charade of justice needs to come to an end. How can they brazenly just claim this to be quote-unquote art, even though it was a citizen moments before it was shattered?
A citizen that was openly firing a gun in the city. A citizen. You're calling criminals citizens here. This is a great town for criminals.
Criminals. We are dealing with criminals.
And,
all right, give me the last one. This is the perception or the deception.
Yep.
Okay. That is. Oh boy, no. I'm sorry. You can see that it almost seems like he's used all his fire in this discussion, this argument, this debate in the earlier parts of the proceedings, and he's having trouble trying to find the words to hide the fact that you blatantly murdered people in the streets. He kind of, again, tries to texture it as vigilante justice, although that it shouldn't be accepted. It should at least be seen with a lesser penalty. She greatly disagrees with this statement, and they come to their closing arguments. I've got nothing witty for their closing arguments, so we'll just say the jury goes out for verdict, and it literally takes them only 30 minutes.
Great.
30 minutes, the jury comes back in, and they start reading off the verdict. The foreman of the jury, which is actually a goblin, which not great for you guys. This man's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Stands up and mentions under the different counts that are held against the defendant Daedalus, they find him not guilty to all charges. And in regards to the charges held against Jackson Ford, they find him guilty of all charges.
Fucking kidding me.
Okay, just so that I'm clear on this, there's absolute transparency. The DCs were obviously different for each of you, and he had a +6 to his intimidation and +8 to persuasion and perception. All of Daedalus's, only being an accomplice, were 15.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson's, the intimidation was a 20. You missed that by 3. The persuasion was 22. We saw where that one went. You missed that one by quite a bit. That was the damning one, honestly. and then the deception was 27 because it was kind of hard to hide the fact that you destroyed a man in public, and that one also did not go well. He got a total of 22. He needed a 27. That one I knew was going to be hard because it needed to be a 19, but it still wasn't out of the ballpark of an advantage roll. But the sentencing is that even though he's been relieved he's been acquitted of the charges, that Daedalus is still going to be under watch by the city to ensure that this was a fluke, this was an accident, this is not something that will continue to happen, more for the safety of citizens than anything really. And the sentencing for Jackson, I'm sorry to say, is death row, buddy. for murder. Murder in the first degree? Third degree?
Third degree. It would be knowing and planned intent.
Yes.
So third degree.
Yeah. So Jackson is getting the death penalty for that. The court outbreaks. Some of the people that are here sitting in kind of are shocked. Passive perception for the two Adomos that are sitting in the spectators. Not you guys.
Oh.
This is, I'm sorry, for Willhaven and for Skylar is what I need.
13.
Okay. What was yours, Jesse?
15.
Okay. Neither one of them good. Well, not good enough. He did what he's supposed to do. You notice that individual, after everything went down, you didn't see him leave, but you notice he's no longer sitting there. You kind of see a bit of a relief look in the face of the woman that was the husband. I'm sorry, the wife of the man that was blown up in the gas station. Relieved, but at the same time, I mean, her husband just got blown up by a gas station. And the finely dressed gentleman kind of stands up, dusts himself off, gives a light clap, kind of a nod towards the prosecutor, and casually walks out. I don't know if the two sitting in spectators are going to interact or try to stop this man. Going forward, Daedalus, if you need to dip, they are just going to move Jackson uptown. They're going to give you back your effects, remove you from your bindings, and then basically put you back on the street and say stay out of trouble.
Sounds good to me, man.
But yeah, since you got to go to work, go ahead and dip. There's not too much more we're going to be able to do anyways because we have another hard cut, which is fine. We still got a little bit of time on that. But yeah, are you and the spectators going to be doing anything?
I'm going to snap real quick, point over to Jackson. It's good knowing you, bud. Sorry, shouldn't ice the dude.
Good knowing you.
I say nothing.
So much salt.
As I figured you would do. Say nothing.
Hey, Judge, whatever your name is.
At the wrong time.
Judge, whatever your name is.
Judge, whatever. Of Sparta. Judge of Sparta.
Yeah. What I said. Judge, whatever your name is. All right. Would I be able to have just a final word with the court before I put that in quotations, by the way, with the court before you sentence me to death or whatever you're going to do?
Okay. I mean, this would have been something that would have been at final statements.
Well,
So-
I didn't.
No, that's fine. If there's something you want to add at that point, we'll retroactively add that in.
Well, I would want to do it after I've already been sentenced.
Okay. That's fine. Since technically it'd be your last words because they're putting you on death row. This would be the last words on record.
Yeah, so apparently y'all want to get done and fucked up about this, and that's fine with me, but I want to let you know that when I get out, and I do mean when I get out, I will make sure that I remember every single one of the faces that put me away, and you will not be having a great day when that happens. So you better kill me quick and kill me dead. Otherwise, I will be making sure to find another RPG and send it to your home.
I will find another one.
I want to make this very clear. Put this on the record. If I don't die within 24 hours, every single one of you will.
Hey, Tapwater with them bits again.
I point directly at the judge.
Thank you, Tap, for the bits. Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
I want to lean over to Jesse's character. What's your character's name? Skylar. Yes.
How did you get such a sissy name?
I want to lean over to him and say, is it this is the part where I kill him? Is it appropriate?
Is it appropriate? Oh my god. I'll let you handle that one, Skylar.
He says that he's going to kill the judge. I think I should challenge him right now.
I mean, if you want to have a trial by combat, sure. But I think trial's already over, so not really necessary. But honestly, I don't think he's going to be able to kill anyone.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stay my blade for now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone would fault you for killing him, but I don't think you really need to deal with like the legal repercussions. I mean, he's gonna die anyways, but they want to do it, not you.
Okay, making sure. I don't know how things are done around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. Let's go ahead and make our way out.
Okay. I don't know if you're going to stop Mr. Richie Pants, but that's fine.
If you want me to draw the gospel, you know I'm ready.
I don't know. I
would have had you not bring the gospel into the courtroom. It would have been checked at the door. Not that it would technically stop you.
Yeah, I'll just draw it.
You know.
I'll just transport it to me when I need it.
Exactly. Like I said, not that it would matter to you, but technically they would have checked it at the door. Were you going to stop him as he was leaving?
I mean, I literally can't think of any reason why I would need to.
That's fine. It's perfectly fine. I just know that sometimes people that look suspicious, other than the one that you guys failed to watch sneak out, because that's what he's supposed to do, sneak out.
Yeah. I
Sure.
figured he was probably just a proponent for the prosecutor. Prosecutor.
All right. But yeah, I guess you guys will leave. Also, I don't know if this is in poor taste. I'm sorry, Mark.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, technically.
Sorry, buddy.
Uh-huh.
It gets removed.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, you guys will leave the courtroom. Daedalus will have been, like I said, got his shit taken care of as is. Before, as everyone's leaving and before the bailiff takes you away, Jackson, Caldwell, with much sorrow, you can tell he's genuinely upset that this didn't play out as well. He knew it was going to be hard to get you out of jail, but he thought he'd be able to keep you from the death penalty. And you can genuinely tell he feels that he failed you, and that he mentioned that your service to the Adomo family won't be unnoticed, that it's very much appreciated, and that your family in Reddington will still be taken care of. And he asks what your wishes are to be done with your followers.
My followers, like on Instagram?
Yes. What information would you prefer them to have? Since this
I didn't go out like a pansy, and I defended justice.
Okay, outstanding. He makes note of that, and he will make sure that he puts it out there that that's what happened. That's what is to be known of the situation, and that he will do his damnedest to have some, if you want, someone to take over the accounts to continue to post things that in memorial, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to die. A lot of other people are, though. A lot of other people are.
He says he admires your optimism, especially in the face of death, and wishes you well, nonetheless. And he kind of packs up his things very solemnly, walks over, shakes the hand of the prosecution. He knew he had been beaten.
Can I? So, what would it be to hawk a loogie at the prosecutor?
Just a performance.
Sick. But just hit that real quick.
You managed to do so. I mean, she kind of is able to put up her briefcase, but it definitely still splattered past that gutter a bit. You have hawked a loogie on the prosecution.
Right.
She kind of looks at you, does one of these numbers, wipes it off, and just has a knowing smirk on her face. And then
I got more. If you keep staying here, I can keep sending them over.
She walks out. Bailiff comes and collects you, takes you out.
Real quick, what does the bailiff look like?
The bailiff, you know it's not him, but you're swearing it is. Arm collector is what he looks like. You remember what arm collector looks like?
No.
The stone giant half dragon?
Okay, so I can't possibly beat the shit out of him.
No. They know that in a fantasy realm, there are certain people that will be unhappy with outcomes in the court of law, and some are of extraordinary amounts of strength. So they plan according. But yeah, he wraps you up, clanks you up, and gets you to transport and takes you off.
All right.
I will state, though, it will take 6 months of in-game time before that happens. So if something happens and they manage to either A, you break yourself out, or B, they manage to mount some way to get you out. Not completely impossible, but it is on a clock since you are on death row.
All right.
So that character is not completely out. Hang on, where is this? No. Oh yeah, I pinned to top. That's why it's doing that. Stupid me.
Yeah,
Why is it still on the top? Sorry, guys. But yeah, you guys will probably go back to that safe house. I guess there's a safe house that's closer now if you would prefer to go to that one. I can move back to Brus. Okay. Move back to Brus, Randy.
Gotcha.
So if you want to go back to safe house A, that's fine. You can. Or you can just go to safe house A or B or C because those are also closer to the courthouse. Whatever you guys would feel that you wanted to do. You kind of inform Daedalus. Well, Daedalus is informed of safe houses in the area, and he tells you he's headed to B. He needs time to think about what just happened, how he escaped the knife of death.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with.
Okay. So B, Willhaven. B,
Yes. What now?
you're going to safe house B with him, or did you want to go do something else?
No. I'll stick with Skylar as that was the task I was given.
That is true. All right. You guys get back to that particular house. Oh, okay. I see. Give me a second here, guys. Sorry.
For Willhaven is dedicated to protecting the weak and defenseless.
I'll take it. Whatever.
Whatever. All right. But yeah, you will head back there.
Every thinker should have a meat shield. Or a plate shield.
Yeah, right. I'm sure there's some meat in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's wrapped up in like metal. I don't know. It's kind of like a microwave in that way.
Oh, I've got some meat in here somewhere.
Oh, ho, ho.
Maybe I'll show it to you someday.
Someday. That may not be today, but it's someday. All right. I'm sorry. Give me one more second here, guys. I'm trying to fix something for Mark's character. This one. Yeah, that one. Do it. Do it. Okay. That is here. Okay. All right, Mark, you have an appropriate token now.
Okay, sick.
As you guys get back to the safe house B, you again put in your code, or if you feel that it's important to make sure Bullhaven knows what he's doing with these and didn't just fluke accident to get in the other one, let him open the door if you prefer.
I try punching in my code.
Okay, your code works just fine. I just didn't know if you wanted to make sure he's in the loop on these things.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how he got in the house beforehand, but
That's what I mean. A fluke. You want to make sure that it wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
I don't know how I get most places.
Wherever the wind takes me.
I go where I'm needed.
Wherever justice takes me.
Yes.
All right. But yeah, the code works just fine. This one's a little bit. It's laid out a little bit differently. This one almost looks more like a duplex. That half of the duplex looks like it is condemned. Not in the best part of town, but it'll get the job done. But when you go inside, you see that it is in fact a duplex, but the other half is not condemned. But all the doors that would be blocking entry to either side are gone. So there's like doorways through different random parts of the walls. But you walk into a living room. To the left, you see a door that goes into another living room. Going forward, you see a hallway that goes into what looks like the kitchen. And into the kitchen to the right, you see a small staircase that goes up, wraps to the left. And once you're also in the kitchen, you see a door just to the left inside the kitchen that opens up to a second kitchen. And another set of stairs. They are pretty much mirrored on both sides of the layout.
They just got like a major illusion spell on it or something.
No, they're just literally a duplex that the doors are missing between the two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally just a duplex that they own both halves of, but they want the other half to not look like it's occupied.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, the inside looks okay. I mean, okay as it's gonna be. It's not, again, none of these houses are like high end.
Yeah.
But they are safe. But yeah, going upstairs just briefly, well, just judging on the layout, there's probably a total of 4 rooms upstairs, 4 bedrooms, 2 on each half.
Nice.
But yeah, walking in, where are you heading to?
Probably gonna make some food. Go ahead and open up the fridge.
Are you going to the kitchen A or kitchen B? Kitchen A is the one you walked into, the half you walked into.
Yeah, I'll go in the kitchen.
Same half. Okay. Okay. What's your passive perception again? I'm actually going to write it down because I lost the one I had it written down on.
It's 15.
Okay. And Will Haven, what's your passive?
13.
Okay. I'll get the other guys at a different point. Let's see here. But yeah, you go into the kitchen. It's not like super stocked, but there is obviously there's non-perishables in the cupboard. Most of the safe houses have at least a couple days worth of food in the fridge. They do at least keep up on that, but nothing more than that. Like there's a half a gallon of milk. There's some lunch meat. There looks to be some burgers, a little bit of bread up in the cupboards, cereal. Nothing like super great, but it's substantial enough to feed you guys.
Right. Okay, I go ahead and put a frying pan on the oven and toss some burgers in. Hey, Wilhelm, you want some burgers?
I always want burgers.
I will always slay a burger. All right. Jesus. All right. That's kind of lame. Anyway, as you go in, you kind of caught a quick bit of movement heading up side B's stairs. Both of you, actually.
Catch that? I say in a subtle voice.
Yes, the aroma of those burgers. Oh, right. Do I catch it?
Yeah, you both did.
Okay, I go ahead.
Okay, I say that and I wink at him.
Okay, even better.
All right, so I go ahead and I turn off the burgers, and I point towards the stairwell the guy went up, and I point myself towards going this way. I'm going that way, you go this way, type thing, and we'll head off the person.
I'll
Maybe.
have one hand on my weapon.
Absolutely.
And the other hand on the gospel.
Wait, what?
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh.
All right. So who's going up A and who's going up B?
I'll go up the one that the character didn't go up.
Okay, yeah, you guys are on
Good
the
call.
side A is what you guys are on.
Yeah.
You saw them go up side B. Okay, so you're going up A, Skylar, and then Willhaven's going up B.
Yes.
But I take the Glock out and put it low ready. The fuck is going?
What the fuck? All right. All right. Oh shit! I dropped my pen. Oh no. Oh. All right. I imagine you guys are on a bit of alert this time. So do you guys want to roll perceptions?
Yeah.
Okay. Perception.
Okay. All right. You get up to the top of each of the stairs, and like I said, it comes to a small hallway. It kind of looks like if you're on the first floor, where the doorway is from kitchen to kitchen. There's another doorway there that kind of links the long hallway,
Right.
and then it cuts to the left, kind of runs down the side as it was previous, like downstairs, the main hall, and then that's where you see the two doors into the opposing room. So there's one door on the top floor that links the two. So are you guys? You don't see anything just yet. You didn't really see or hear any doors close. How are you proceeding?
I look down the hallway, and do I see Wilhelm?
It takes a second or two because he's had to go across the house to get there, but
Yeah.
you do see him walking up the stairs.
I kind of make a motion, to check the rooms, and we both line up at our first set of rooms, I guess, and I go like this on three.
Okay.
3. Check.
All right, I'll
I
give you a
also
brief.
see you.
It's not going to be a great, but I'll give you a brief because I don't know if you're understanding my layout here as I'm explaining it. So give me 1 second. I will
Okay.
give you a brief drawing.
Should I be seeing something different on the thing here?
No, I haven't moved you guys yet. You guys
Okay.
should still be looking at the city map.
Yeah.
I don't have an actual map for the safe houses, so you got to give me a brief second. I'll just make a quick outline. Drawing squares. This will do just fine. Okay. What's that? We'll do that. I need to go over further, but we'll make it work. It's fine. Right there. Sorry, again, I did not have a map. This is literally going to take 2 seconds. I do apologize. Get this. And I got to tell you, for a quick-ass map, I think this turned out pretty damn good. Well, you guys haven't seen it yet, but I think it's all right. I think it's all right. All right, you guys ready to see this travesty of art?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you'll go ahead and move to Untitled, Randy.
Great.
I gotta zoom out.
It's
Okay.
beautiful.
It's beautiful. Looks like someone went crazy with a mustard and a ketchup bottle.
I was
But
just gonna
anyway.
say, it's a ketchup and mustard museum.
This right here, I'll actually throw these in here because that'll make it a little bit easier to explain. Make it big. B.
Oh, okay. I think I see. Yeah, I see what you're. Okay.
That's B side, A side. That's the stairway. This is the hallway that's linking the two. I forgot to draw your doors that go into the hallways that link to the rooms.
I think I kind of get it. Like doors in the hallways that lead to rooms. That's there and there.
Yeah.
So once we walk in,
Doorway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's you see each other down the red hallway, and then you see the two doors. That again, the doors are not there; they're just doorways. So I guess that worked out that they're yellow. The red ones actually have doors on them.
Gotcha.
All right. So if you want to throw your tokens on there, go ahead because it'll size it appropriately. Okay. Granted, this house is a lot bigger than I initially meant it to be, but it will get the general properties correct. It's fine. Perfectly fine. All right. So so you're kind of verbally, well, not verbally, hand gesturing a way to proceed, or are you actually talking to him?
Kind of hand gesturing to, I guess, check out this area right. And I'll pass up this hallway.
Okay. Just make it so it actually blocks that. That's a wall. Those are the hallways. All right. You just skip over that hallway and you guys are going down that one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me perceptions. All right. 23. That's nice. That's nice.
Damn.
That's a nice one. Okay.
Nothing gets by my eagle eyes.
All right. So you guys kind of line up on this door, or are you going in a particular fashion? But with your 23, you did hear a bit of creaking on the floor that you guys are on, but you couldn't pinpoint exactly where on this floor. So you heard kind of floorboards creaking on the second floor, but not exactly where on the second floor.
Yeah, I'll open up the door.
Okay, well, there's no door on that part right there. Just the red one's got doors.
Oh.
Yeah, I just put that there as a doorway, like a portal to walk through. But the ones with the red actually have doors. Yeah, that one and this one actually have doors.
Okay, so these doors are shut. I point to you. You, 1, me, 2, clear.
Okay.
I don't understand, but I'm going to open up this door.
Okay. It is obviously not locked. You guys fling it open. You kind of trying to be sneaky about it.
I don't think anything I do is sneaky.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Sneaking is for cowards.
For deviants. All right.
Giant broadswords.
open it, and it is a basic-looking bedroom. This one actually has a bunk bed in it, and some like kid shit on the walls, and looks like some old forgotten toys. Looks a little dusty in this particular room. You don't really see any like foot traffic from dust patterns or anything like that. Give me one more perception from each of you.
Bunk
Okay, 9
beds.
is actually still good enough.
Tools of the devil are bunk beds.
Tools of the yes. I hate for bunk beds, noted. All right. As you guys kind of looked around this room like, what the fuck, and are about to proceed to the next room, you hear an ominous sizzling coming from downstairs in kitchen A.
I turned that off.
Uh-oh.
Run back downstairs.
You
All
fall
right.
even.
Let me check the other room. You go see what's downstairs. Scream like a girl if there's an attacker down there.
Scream like a girl.
I look at him and I put my thumb up and shake my head and just go.
Okay. You head down to kitchen A.
And I will go and check the other door.
Okay. Again, not locked. It's going to take a second to get down to kitchen A. He's right next to this door. So I'll go over what's in this room. This one looks like to be the master bedroom. Also looks a little bit dusty. There seems to be an old writing desk, like one of the ones with like the roll top on it. Slightly ajar. There's some scrap papers. The room itself kind of looks dusty. There is a window on this wall and this wall. And I didn't mention it before, but there's also a window on this back wall in this other room.
Do I see evidence of anybody having been here
No,
recently?
the dust seems to have been unsettled other than from what you just opened this door.
I've been fooled again.
I've been foiled. All right. As you get down to kitchen A, do you want me to map out the first floor too? I mean, I think that one was easier to understand.
Yeah, I got that.
But yeah, you get down to kitchen A. I can actually just do this. This will work. Kitchen A. Living room. Kitchen B. Living room. All right.
Okay.
That'll do. That way you know it's the other floor. The green's the other floor. But that's the same general layout. It's almost identical layout on both floors. Like the hallways in the same spot on both floors.
Yeah.
This black space is not actually that far. Again, this is a quick map. It's just so that you know it's the dividing wall between the two houses. Well, two paths. But yeah, you get downstairs and it's starting to smell really good. A little bit like salt and pepper, and maybe a bit of cheddar cheese. You get down there and there's a very slight frame, look to be similarly dressed to the man that you thought you saw in the courtroom. Go and describe yourself.
I am a purple-haired high elf, and you notice that I'm a female, not a male, like thought you saw in the courtroom. I have, and I look over to you and I say, "Well, hi there." It's like black and purple hair. Anyway, I say, "Hi there. You might want to not leave your food out. Someone could take it from you." And I walk away with both of the burgers, and I say, "So what are you eating?"
Well, good thing there was 4 because I was making some for Wilhelm. But
Oh, well, that's unfortunate for him.
yeah, indeed. So just to reference, that was the guy that was on the left on the prosecuting side that I thought.
No. This is the one on the right that you guys didn't notice dip out, but you just noticed they were missing.
Behind us.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
You thought was a man, but was in a hood and could not fully get a view because of the slightly shortened hair and the style.
Got you.
Just the way the hair was pulled back. I'm trying to get the bigger picture for them so they could see it, Mark.
Okay.
Go ahead and finish preparing the other 2 burgers. Add some seasonings and stuff. I yell down, "Hey, Wilhelm, burgers are ready." Well, a burger.
Will Haven.
Will Haven?
Willhaven.
Will Haven.
Wilhelm, yeah, because of us playing Borderlands, Wilhelm is my instinctive too, but it is
Yeah.
Will Haven.
I see that.
All right, here you go.
I have a brother named Killraven. He's evil. He's my evil twin.
There you go.
Sheila?
But with an elf ears, but the same short dark hair.
So,
What a
your twin-
weeb.
your twin is evil?
I'm kidding.
Your twin is evil?
I'll tell you that story someday later.
Tell me now. Since
I
we're
think
here.
we have plenty of time now. Why don't you elaborate?
Now, who is this?
Haven.
Who's this down here? Eating
Oh.
my burgers.
No, here's
Right, your burgers, I found them. You should not leave your food unattended if you would not like it to be eaten by someone else. That is your mistake, not mine.
I don't make mistakes because I am justice, and justice is always right.
Eating your burgers. Thank you so much.
Mr. I am the law.
Here, have one of my burgers. Just,
I will gladly take your meat.
will you now?
Never mind. I'm sure it's fine.
So, now who is this? Do you know? Do we know this lady?
No, we don't. We haven't
Formally introduced ourselves.
we haven't formally introduced ourselves. We're just kind of conversing about burgers at the moment.
That's weird.
Well,
That,
she
yeah.
kind of took the burgers, but anyways. Hi, my name is Skylar. What's yours
Hi.
name?
I am Soli.
Soli. Okay. Well, Soli, this is Will Haven. Apparently, his brother's name is Killhaven. Sounds kind of ominous, but anyways. What's your relation to the family?
I am an associate of the family.
Nice.
As for why you're actually there solely, you were also picked up or were, I guess, assigned to the case of this Earth Key due to its presumed importance to the greater things, and Adomo definitely wants to get their hands on it before anyone else can.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
I'm here for the Earth Key. I am usually tasked by multiple houses, as I don't really believe in any of them.
A gun for hire of sorts.
Could you repeat yourself? I didn't understand what you said.
A member for hire of sorts.
No, I don't need money.
Well, that must be nice.
Right.
That would.
I
Man,
don't trust somebody who doesn't have their dedications in order.
I have my dedications. My biggest enjoyment is knowing that there is death.
That's kind of fucked up.
Fucking Will Haven. That's yes, I don't think that could have been a more appropriate response. That's great. That's kind of fucked up. Yes, it is.
I take a bite of the burger and
Just so happens that we're looking for the sand key too. The Earth key, yeah, Earth key. I get things mixed up.
well, we have the Earth Key. We just need to transport it to safe keeping. Well, it's safe right now. As safe as it's gonna be until it gets into the proper hands.
Oh,
And then it won't be safe.
Not exactly. It just won't be on us anymore.
I start eating the burger happily,
Okay.
making eye contact with Will Haven as I eat both of them.
Yeah, I'm eating your burger, bitch.
I'm visibly uncomfortable.
I do not break eye contact.
kind of squirm in your full plate, like.
Yeah.
So, all right. About what time is it, anyways?
The court hearing was at 10. After everything kind of getting to town, getting everything done with the court hearing, everything like that took about 2 hours, give or take. So it's about noon, around lunchtime. So burgers are appropriate.
Okay, perfect. So,
Yes.
did you by chance come with, like, any dossiers to, further orders on what to do, or?
Well,
I
the
mean,
primary objective was to kill your associate if he wasn't killed.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm not saying he's not deserving, but I mean, okay.
I'm
my
not saying he's
secondary,
not a D-bag, but
my secondary goal was, or objective, was to join your functional team and begin production towards achieving the Earth Key.
Okay.
I was not set with a particular objective as far as safety for you or your associates, but I promise you, if it will benefit me in any way, I will protect you.
Same for you.
This chick's freaking me out, dude.
I pat him on the shoulder. It's okay.
I pat him on the shoulder as well while holding the burger and eating it.
Like eye to eye.
Yeah.
Soli, you said?
Soli, yes, that is my name. Please refer to me as Soli.
Will do, Soli. I gotta make a note of that because I will.
if you want to go ahead and switch your Jackson Ford over to
That's
Sully,
what I'm doing now.
that way it can be seen and easier, more easily referenced.
Okay, well. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go ahead and make a group call. I go ahead and I punch up the number on my cell phone and group call, put it on speakerphone for everyone. And we're calling up Nuts to get our next set of instructions on moving the key. I guess. Will we talk to Nuts or will we talk to someone else? Nuts is the only one I know to talk to.
All right. Well, while you're punching that up, you guys hear some beeping at the front door, and it opens up.
Third person.
I immediately pull out my sniper rifle.
Holy sh! What the?
Hello,
Hi.
That's how you say hello?
I'm Soli. This is my function.
This is what Sully does.
I like it. I do like it.
My objective is to kill. I am very good at it.
All right. But yeah, you guys, I guess, prepare yourself for the worst, as it sounds.
Now,
this.
somebody that shouldn't be in here shouldn't have an access code. So, then again, I was afraid of who showed up there with you. What? Oh, is that Nuts?
Sure is.
I was just like, dude, are we about to get fucking eliminated or something? Like,
Do I?
Fucking deleted.
I know
Yeah.
Nuts' real name, right?
Huh?
Do I know Nuts' real name?
You just know him as Captain Ramos.
Okay.
Yeah, you know him
Ramos,
as Captain Ramos.
how are you? I do not put the rifle down. Be clear.
He has his slung to his back, and yes, he does have a rifle, but it's a bit nicer than your friends there, than Soli's. But I mean, he's higher paid grade, so there's that.
Mhm.
But he kind of mentions that it's unfortunate that things went how they were supposed to, how they went with Jackson, and he kind of makes, well, give me what your passive perception's 13 and 15, right?
yeah.
Okay, well, Skylar, you notice. Well, no, I guess Wilhaven, you notice it too. He kind of gets a side eye to Solely as he's saying it's a shame that things went how they did with Jackson.
Mhm.
You kind of noticed you two noticed that he doesn't seem fully genuine in that side eye.
Yeah.
He knew this was supposed to happen this way and doesn't know if she has divulged what her purpose was.
Oh, okay. I got you. We've been informed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I have, anyways.
He was a liability, bit of a flight risk, if you will.
No, I completely understand and agree.
I strongly urge you guys to not try to break him free, but I guess you guys will do what you do.
Yes.
We feel that his brazen activities warrant his due punishment. And should he or should you all be successful in relieving him of his current bonds, I may have to do what I'm known for doing to all of you.
I'm guessing making people disappear. No, you'd have to give me a super good reason to like try and break him out.
Oh, that's fine. If that's where your allegiances lie, more towards the Adomo family than to your comrade from Meddington, that's fine.
You don't make me disappear. I like being visible.
How can I share the gospel if I'm invisible?
Captain, I am in no way affiliated with this person. I would not wish him to be alive. In fact, I would not wish any of you to be alive. So, please do not include me in your murder spree if they decide to do something incorrect.
Oh, you were not previously part of their attachment, so you would not be included in that unless you were part of the activities of freeing him.
Fantastic. I hope you all have a very painless death.
While things were being talked about, while you guys were talking the nuts, you kind of noticed, Willhaven, you noticed that Sully was trying to casually sneak by and steal your burger while you were talking. You kind of noticed that she had her hand almost on the bun, and you looked at her like, and
Bitch, do it.
Do you let Sully take your burger?
There's got to be some kind of a chivalry thing here.
Maintain eye contact. I still have another burger that is not eaten.
Yeah, she's kind of like got her sniper rifle under her arm, eating the burger, and then trying to reach out for your other one while she's talking.
Halt, evildoer, he says.
Gluttony is very unbecoming of you.
She's a growing girl.
Indeed.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, growing out. I'm sorry, that one was bad.
That was tasteless. And for that tastelessness, I will taste your burger. I grab it right in front of you.
Do you stop the grabbing of the burger?
I don't. I
Go over, walk, and make another.
I just cringe at this.
I rip apart the parts that he's eaten, sit them down, and then I begin eating the rest.
Germaphobe. All right. Alex, am I under the impression that you still have your hard out time?
Yeah.
Okay, was that 10 or 10:30? I can't remember.
10 is preferred. 10:30 is hard stop.
Okay, well, where he would be getting you into on this, essentially, that we can wrap here in the next couple minutes. That's fine. I couldn't remember if it was 10 or 10:30, but yeah, he kind of mentions that at this current moment, you guys are free to move about this particular continent. He knows what little bit of information they've come across that is that the Earth Key is nearby, and they need to do a little bit more research. So don't necessarily leave the continent, but you're free to go visit like Masago or Riverdale or stay in Brus. And if you are looking for anything in particular to fill your time or line your pockets, that you can get in contact with one of our liaisons, which I believe you've already come in contact with one. She took the package from you guys and delivered it to the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can speak with them, and they can find you or inform you of opportunities available to you to line your pockets. As for Willhaven and for Soli,
Yes.
given the extreme nature of the situation, I will leave you guys as part of Skylar's attachment. There is 2 others that you guys have not yet met. One, Willhaven, you've already met one of them. You've met Daedalus, but he mentions that there is another one that you guys should not be afraid of that is also part of your detachment that goes by the name of Echo and is actually a sibling to Skylar. So he's also part of it. And on the off chance, and if the off chance that the recluse rejoins the fray, there is a halfling that once was part of the attachment as well, to not be afraid of this individual, and gives you dossier of the other 3 members that are not currently in the house with you.
Yeah.
Captain, I do need to ask you a question, and to be clear, the first and foremost thing, I lack the function to be able to be feared. I poisoned myself to the point where my brain no longer responds to that command.
Okay, I'm not trying to scare you.
Yeah, me too, man.
He's over there rocking his mane. Look at him.
However, should I encounter this person, if they would like to try to intimidate me, that is fine. I have ways to solve intimidation. Now, do you know this city?
Yes.
Fantastic. Could you point me into a place where there is an apothecary, someone who deals with herbs, or perhaps a botanist?
I'm sure there's a couple places. He kind
Could
of
you
does a
point-
quick search on his phone.
I do not own a phone.
Well, he does a quick search on his phone, and then kind of does like a gesture off the top of his phone towards you, and a small bit of information of a couple close by gardening shops kind of forwards itself into your chip, your trust chip,
Yeah.
and you kind of that information kind of forwards itself to your brain. There's a
Fantastic.
couple. He looks kind of confused at your question that you couldn't just ask one of your comrades here. Particularly, he points at Skylar, and he's way better at that than me. But that's just a basic Gabble search of a couple places nearby.
I do not know his function.
Oh, well, maybe you should read his file. That would help.
I did not receive a file. Skylar.
Yes, you do. You've received 2 copies of Skylar's file.
Oh, okay.
2 copies.
You just got one just now when he gave a copy to Willhaven about the other 3 members.
Okay.
And he also gave you one before you knew you were supposed to be following up with him if the trial went the other way.
I say to Skylar, what is your function?
I like making things.
Oh, he's quite a hacker. Don't let him, fool you. He's the one who came with the camera footage. That was him.
That's
Oh.
fair too, yeah. Yeah, I do like that too.
Interesting.
As for Willhaven, well, I mean, you guys were in the academy together, so there's that.
Yes.
You actually are you 2, Willhaven and Soli, are very loosely familiar because you were in the same class in the academy, but
Okay.
you didn't actually converse. You just know each other in passing.
Yes, he was remarkably unfamiliar.
You would have definitely noticed him for his gospel and his
Yeah.
weapon.
It's famous throughout the land.
But with that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We will pick back up on this Thursday. We should have Echo with us, and hopefully Daedalus will not have to dip early, and maybe we can persuade Merrick to rejoin the fray, see what goes on with that. But we will be running Night Hunters game on Sunday.
Yep.
So go ahead and tune back in for that. We're going to go ahead and wrap it. I know it's a couple minutes early, but it's fine. Thursday slot's supposed to be a smaller slot anyway. It's perfectly fine. We got a lot done, even though it didn't seem like it in this particular session. Someone did not get murdered in the court of law, and the one I thought might did. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys Sunday and then the following Thursday and see what shenanigans the new crew gets into. But we'll catch you guys next week. So bye.
See ya.